Don't let me go. Hey guys, so this is life update number 2, but I didn't put it in the title because the last one I really didn't care. Okay, why is this camera deciding to not? There you go. And so this is life update number 2. I have a really bad headache and it hurts a lot, but I'm not crying because of that. I'm crying because I was reading a story because I have Wattpad and I watch and I read and I write on it a lot. And it was talking about how a girl this was a true story, and how a girl had cancer and she didn't know, and then she went home and then she found doctors in her room. Like, this is all true. It was based on a true story. And the girl found doctors in her room talking, and then she asked them why they were here. And they goes, "You have cancer. How come you didn't tell your mom? Because you could have died." And she goes, "Well, I looked death straight in the face and told him I'm ready." And then they did all the things and she became happy in the hospital. Oh my, why do I look so depressed? I don't know. But she came to the hospital and she just she started breaking down, and she died of an anxiety attack and a panic attack. She didn't die of cancer, she died of a panic attack because of something that happened. And it hurts to know that people can die like that, but I get it a lot. I get it. I've been to the hospital before because I've been sick and I felt like I was dying. My sister's been to the hospital and I've cried multiple times thinking I'm gonna lose her, and she's alive. It just hurts to know that people can go through that and die. Like, I hate liars. I don't know why, I just hate them. Henceforth, I hate myself because I'm a liar, but I don't do it as much. But it hurts to know that people would lie. Like, there's this girl on Instagram. I'm not saying her name, but she's like tricking people into thinking 2 boys from my favorite band got her pregnant, and she was saying that one of them, it was their baby, and then she switched the story around and said, "Oh no, it's the other guy's baby." And she's been lying and people have been believing her, and Why Don't We isn't happy anymore. From my point of view, they look like they're gonna break up as a band, but that's the one thing I'm scared of because they've helped me through a lot. Listening to their music, it helps. So emotional. It is 9 o'clock at night where I am, and it hurts. Just, this is a horrible life update. I've never cried on camera. I've never done any of this before, but it hurts. I've always wanted to be such an inspirational person, but like, reading that story got me thinking about all the liars in the world and everybody just dying randomly, and all the people, because I'm scared right now. I have multiple fears of things, but my fear right now is losing my sister, Francesca, not Morgan. My sister Francesca is in the Navy, and she's somewhere where women get killed as honor killings, and I'm not saying the place, but I'm scared. I don't want to lose her. She helped me. I helped her build her car. It was an amazing memory. I helped her build her car. Whenever she asked for help with the transmission, I was the one she called on to help. And I don't want her to get hurt. I'm just scared. So I'm just gonna try and calm down and talk to the camera. Okay, so my fears. I have trypophobia, which is the fear of holes on certain patterns or orders. I have Phontophobia, which is the fear of losing someone you love. I have Thintophobia. But I have the fear. I'm just gonna say what the fear is, not the name. I have the fear of cotton balls, the fear of tiny holes in an uncertain order or pattern. I have the fear of falling in love. I have the fear of losing someone you're in love with or someone you love. I have the fear of falling. I have the fear of what's it called? I have the fear of my anger and sadness gets over people. and they just think I'm a horrible person, which I'm not. Once you get to know me, I'm such a wonderful person, is what everybody I know me says. And yes, I'm in a blankie because I'm cold and tired. I'm crying at like 9:15 at night. I could have just looked at my phone, but I decided to look at my computer. I'm sorry if I'm not good enough for anyone. I'm sorry if people think I'm a horrible person because my anger and my sadness gets ahead of me. I'm sorry about that, but I just want to get to know people. I want to be invited to VidCon. I want to go to gaming things. I want to be invited by people, but it's never going to happen. Because this channel was made by me because I just wanted to prove that I'm a better person than my last channel, which my last channel I deleted it because people were hating on me and they were calling me such bad things because I went on a rant on my very last video. I went on a rant because people were making fun of me, so I called them out like I would. I need tissues and I don't have any. Oh, great. Wait, yeah, I do. Ugh. Okay. I hate being sad and sick. Oh, my mascara is like dripping down my face. This is not clickbait at all. This is 100% real. If you think it's clickbait, I'm sorry that your point of view is like that. Uh, I'm like my one goal. I have a couple goals in life, but the one I want is to meet the people that I care the most about. Like besides my parents and my family, I want to meet like Crank Gameplays. Why don't we in 5 seconds of summer? But I mostly want to tell Crank Gameplays. I mostly want to tell Crank Gameplays how much of an inspiration he is to gaming for me, and that he got me out of a tough spot where I was in my past. Because I used to be sad all the time. And like I watched his videos and it made me happy. It made me so happy just to see him smile. And I want to like meet Jacksepticeye and like Markiplier just because they make my days happy. Those 3 people, Mark, Sean, and Ethan. Those are the 3 people that mean the world to me in the gaming and inspirational realm. Now for bands, why don't we in 5 seconds of summer? I would direct one thing each to every single one of them. First, it would be Jonah Mraz from Why Don't We? I would tell him that he's an inspiration because he inspired me to get into coffee. It's kind of stupid, but he was talking about his love for coffee, and I'm just like, coffee's good too. Why don't I just like talk about it more? But I've like never really talked about it. And then so I'm trying to remember the names of everyone. So okay, I'm gonna name the people in 5 seconds of summer because there's Callum, Ashton, Luke, Michael, Calm. We call him Calm because Callum, Ashton, Michael, Luke, or Luke Michael spells CALM. So for Callum, I'd tell him that because he's different than the other um 5 seconds of summer boys because he has a darker skin tone. It's not like being racist or anything, but I don't know why I'm saying this. I'm going off on a rant, but like everybody says he's like Asian and stuff, but he doesn't even look Asian. And like I think he's perfect. I think all of L people are perfect in their own ways. And the lighting is really bad in here. I'm sorry, guys. But like I want to tell Callum that he's an amazing bass artist. I want to tell him that he's an amazing bass artist and that he inspired me into playing bass guitar. I want to tell Ashton that he inspired me into starting to play drums because I play drums, and then Luke and Michael the same thing. Luke inspired me to cut my hair, literally, so I can have a quiff. Because this was from a long time ago. I just keep it maintained, but I usually cover it up. He inspired me to quiff my hair because it looked cool and it came out bad on me. Um, But some other things I want to tell them. I want to tell Michael that he inspired me to dye my hair, because dyeing my hair is like, I have a mood chart that literally tells me if I dye my hair this color, that's how I'm feeling whenever I dyed it, so people can know if it's red, because my hair, if it's red, that means I was mad that day and I just don't want people to talk to me and I'm in a bad state of mind. I'm not really in a bad state of mind all the time now. I'm sick and it's sad. But I want to tell. Okay, so I did Jonah from Why Don't We? So Jack Avery from Why Don't We? I would tell him that even though he's the shortest one in the group, I would tell him that he's an amazing person and that he has a daughter. And why am I crying? Oh my god. I'd tell him that he's an amazing father. Even though he's on tour a lot, he's an amazing dad and he's an amazing boyfriend to Gabby, and he deserves the world. I would tell Daniel, okay, Daniel's is a little long because he inspires me a lot. I would tell Daniel, thanks for being such an inspiration to me for my love of instruments. Because he plays the cello and all these other instruments, and I think it's an amazing thing. And I think it's just so cool that you can play. Sorry, guys. I think it's just such a cool thing that you can play all these different instruments. And I would tell Corbin, because he's our little space bean. That's what Limelights call him, space bean. I would tell him that to never stop looking at the stars. If it makes you happy, it makes you happy. If you want to be an astronaut one day, you go for it. Now for Zach. Zach, as you know, is the youngest boy in Why Don't We? He's the youngest, and he's almost one of the tallest. I'd tell him that you have such a big life to fill. Make sure you have time to share with your youngness and like how young you are, and go do some reckless things because you're still a kid. Even though he turned 18, he's still a teenager. Now for Eben. I know Eben isn't really part of Why Don't We, but I'd tell him, great job on the new song Plastic Angels. I think it's bop that I listen to when I'm sad, but my Alexa isn't hooked up, so I can't listen to it. I'm shaking right now, I'm sorry, but I would tell everybody that I've ever loved that I'm sorry if I ever hurt them. There's this one song, oh Caleb Finn. Oh god. Okay. Caleb Finn, as you know, he's the TikTok star who is like king of transitions. Yeah, him. I would tell him that that you're just a really cool person. And whenever he got denied access to the United States and he cried, I commented on his video and it said, I will fly down to Australia to make you feel happy and meet you if that's what you want. And he replied saying, you don't have to do that, but it's nice to know someone would do that. Now that I'm not crying as much, my head hurts still a lot. I don't know why I'm shaking so much. I just want to say congratulations to Why Don't We for almost going for 4 years. September 27th is going to be their 4-year anniversary, and I'm going to be in Spain, so but I'm going to bring my phone so I can actually upload stuff on my phone, which is going to be Android quality type of stuff, the bad stuff, because I have an Android, It's an older phone, but I'm still going to use my phone for that, and I can text people on Instagram. If you don't follow my Instagram, it is Juniper_Merez, and it is, I think, it's pretty cool if you ask me. I'm sorry, I've never really cried on camera. I don't know how to act. I have different personas, I could say. I have a persona for when I'm sad. I have different personas whenever I'm happy, sad, mad. For different type of feel, a different person takes over my body. If I'm sad, then sad Juniper takes over, and I just cry and cry for hours and hours on end, which has been happening ever since, because I read this book at 4, it's 9, I've been crying for 5 hours, but I'm tired, so I have to like go to sleep early because I have to go to church, and I don't want to. I want to, but like my church is like, you have to wake up at like 7. And this morning I woke up at 1 p.m. and I went to sleep at 9. So 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 5, 10, 15, 16, 17 hours of sleep. Because I haven't slept in 160 hours, I think, but I finally got sleep last night. I don't know why I've been not going to sleep. I just think it's hard. I'm going to type something in, and it's just going to say hi. I just yes, I'm cuddled up in a blanket, and that's a panda butt. You see, literally a panda butt. I'm not going to grab the panda because I'm cold and warm at the same time. I'm like cuddled up. But I have a jacket I'm going to put on. This jacket has helped me through so many problems, literally. Like, every jacket I have has helped me through a medical or physical problem that I've had. Yeah. Okay, so now that it looks like I haven't been crying on camera for about an hour and a half, because I have been crying for about an hour and a half, but I'm still sad. There, can you see this? I'm not crying anymore. But I do want to show you guys something. It's this beautiful tripod my dad gave me. It's a Commander 50-inch tripod. It's where I'm going to be filming a lot of stuff in the hotel room, and my head hurts really bad. But I remind you, I am bringing my phone on Spain. I'm going to do some plane tours. Oh my gosh, there's still chapters of the story about the girl that the 4 doctors were in her room, and like she died of a panic attack. Yeah, that story makes me cry so many times. I've read it over 15 times. It makes me cry for hours and hours on end to know that people can die of panic attacks, which isn't really a subject that I'm too touchy with. I've had a couple panic attacks in my life. That's it. Okay. Oh, different types of disorders I have. I have separation anxiety, social anxiety. I have a lot of different anxieties. I have a panic disorder. I have a panic disorder where if I'm around, it's not really social anxiety, but if I'm in a crowd of people for too long and it's like a small crowd, I will curl up in a ball and start breathing uneven. But I think it's fine. But I haven't had a panic attack in about a long time. I had one whenever I was about 4 or 5, maybe 6, because we were on a plane and I don't like planes. But one thing I think is absolutely hilarious is that I grow up around loud noises. Like, my dad drives a Peterbilt and he has trucks that are loud. I live in a really loud neighborhood. In Texas, I live in a really, really loud neighborhood. And what's funny is this girl on the Fastest Car. There's a show called Fastest Car. There's this girl who drives a truck, and she's just like me. She doesn't look like me at all, but like she's the same person as me. She says that she was born around cars, and she helps her dad. Except my dad, he can't work because he has something messed up with his shoulder. So I have to do most of the work, which I'm perfectly capable of. Except for lifting a motor, because our crankshaft, because we had this crankshaft thing where you crank it and then it would lift the motor. It broke, so I had to try and pull it, and I am pretty strong if you ask me. I am pretty strong, but like cause my pinkies are abnormally small. I noticed that my pinky was bent backwards against wow, I sound like a dude then. Wow. But my pinky was crushed against the chain that was holding it up, because if you're a mechanic, you'd understand, but like you loop the chain around the motor a couple times, my pinky was stuck under it, and then I dropped the motor, my pinky went, and it hurt like hell. That's all I can say, is that it hurt so freaking much. That's why, kids, you always make sure your crankshaft is working. What's one thing I admire about people that love me? That they can deal with me. That's it. I'm cold and I'm tired. I'm gonna end this video. Okay. Oh, why am I talking like that? Video. So, besides next week or so, maybe I might go live talking about how I'm going to Australia because I am Australian. But you missed it. Whenever I was filming a YouTube video, oh my gosh, I'm cold. A YouTube video, my Australian accent came out because it only comes out at certain parts of the day. So you just noted it. But my social anxiety. No, not that. But I don't like being on camera that much, so that's why I'm looking down. I'm looking at myself. Hi. I'm looking at myself in the camera to make sure that I look good for an appearance. And if I fidget with my hair a lot, which I'm doing right now, that means I'm anxious. I don't like being on camera, but I'm doing this to make sure y'all know that I love you guys so much. Make sure you like, subscribe, turn on notifications, comment down below what your favorite part of the video was. And I will see you later, my munchkin. Mwah. That's not even the camera. Wow, I'm missing the camera. There we go. We're good, but okay, love you guys so much. Bye.